I'm Dr. Rajendra N. I have been to this payment industry for the last 20 years, working with the central bank, the Reserve Bank of India, as a CEO to drive the lot of central payments related activities. The company is currently looking after the Indian financial network. This is the network which connect all the financial institutions and banks in the country for enabling them to do the NEFT, RTGS, and apart from this, the as a communication backbone for the payment system, and also the messaging backbone, structured financial messaging system, that's an SFMS, is being used by almost all the banks in India for doing the NEFT and RTGS transaction. We take care the Indian financial network and the NEFT and RTGS front-end systems for the banks, and also taking care the RBI requirements like communication network, security, and the lot more things, whatever the Reserve Bank of India's requirements to fulfill a lot of the technology related activities for the central payment systems. If you talk about the model itself has been challenged in many forums, and many stakeholders did not agree, and finally we could able to make them understand and able to convince them and take it forward. Now if we see that one becomes the globally spoken model, and still I can tell you that things, the UPI model, the architecture or whatever we have deployed, it's very unique in globe. As of now also it is the very unique and in globe. And when you this kind of the system, when we designed, the one challenge is the end consumer awareness. Second challenge is even bankers themselves is not convinced about the model and other things. And third one about how it can be, the systems can be developed and sustained. If you see nowadays approaching billions and billions of transactions is happening in the months now in the UPI. And if we say daily transaction, maybe 100 millions it process, and how it will able to create such kind of the infrastructures. Infrastructure means even including the applications, pieces, and the various challenges was there. It is very difficult things, and everywhere we have done the lot of awareness program for customer, even for the developers, for the fintechs. We create a lot of workshops so that the fintechs also able to grab what is an idea how to do it. Then bankers also done a lot of workshop and awareness. This UPI is created a new market infrastructure for converting the non-consumed segment. The mobile users are they are only using for the call and other things, and they wanted to convert them into the payment systems. And this we have created a way in which it was driven to overcome all the challenges, and we could able to make and success, and it has been now recognized globally also. This is the most successful payment platform. I'll take the NFS. NFS has been rolled out initially at IDRBT, so 2003, it rolled out an NFS. During that time, there was an earlier system, some system called Sudan system, that it could not able to take it. Then I studied that model. Then after that, I come up with the new model for the NFS system. It was rolled out. That is the first one as a first step. Then later on, NFS has been hived off in 2010 to the NPCI, and NPCI taken over the system, both the infrastructure as well as the network and everything, and created the new systems and migrated the system to the NPCI environment, and also increased lot of features and product, and the system has grown into the 1,000+ banks using the NFS system. That is the NFS milestone. Then check truncation system. It is also a Reserve Bank of India initiatives, and the In 2008, Reserve Bank of India through the IDEA BT started as a pilot project at NCR regions. I was there during that pilot period, and I remember that things we have issued the PO in February 2008 to the for connecting the banks at the NCR region in Delhi for doing the local image based clearing. That is the starting point for the CTS. Because at that time also the infrastructure is the because the network communication is become the big challenges for the CTS. Then after the pilot successful, once the new entities created, the NPCI has created the RBI created the new entity NPCI in 2009, and after this NFS, then NPCI proposed to roll it out this CTS across the country. That are big challenges even for the rolling out the big images through the network, because we need to have a front page of check and the back page of check, and one more three images need to go through the image based clearing system. That's why the bandwidth also required more. Then I did a lot of engineering with a lot of the telcos, and made this the project sustainable and affordable to the end customer. Then we started with the one grade. First we started the one grade, southern grade. Then we started the rolled out southern grade, because it's just for operation purpose. It was split into the southern grade first. Then the went to the western grade. Then after NPCI, we demonstrated the western grade. Then migrated the northern grade also. Now the all over India it is completely the image based clearing is happening more successfully. Many people even do not know whether the system is exists or not. That much smoothness is happening in the transaction of the check truncation system. That these are the milestone of the check truncation system. IMPS is one of the product which in 2010 itself NPCI has created, and this product is the first product in globally to have the real-time remittance in the retail segment, and customer account get debited immediately and credited to the recipient immediately. The settlements is that is the cycle of the batch process happen. And this process, this is the even 10 years, the 2010 nobody talked about the thing. That time itself the real-time payments was possible. That's an IMPS is created. Now IMPS is also one of the flagship product of the NPCI and it's good. And the other product, if is an NACH. NACH also, if it's similar to like the what the check was happening before check automations. A lot of clearing house was there, many places, and the people used to bring the checks to the clearing houses physically. You have to go checks, and it is using a big sorter machine. You need to sort it out and go to the and again give it to the physically to every branches get cleared. So a lot of clearing houses was there, including the bank branches also function as a clearing houses. Similarly, there is a ECS clearing systems also there. It was the distributed into the regional offices kind of things, and the once we created the NPCI created a clearing house by using the automated national clearing house, and that becomes the standard for the slowly all the ECS related transactions has been got migrated into a single system. Then that becomes the national automatic clearing house for the entire country. The one is the core. The nerve system is the communication system. Communication network have to be very strong, reliable, and available also. And if you see the 1999, 98, 99, so that time it was only BSNL and the MTNLs was there. Then later on into the market has opened up to a lot of new players, and that increased the availability of the networks. Customer not get the 100% confident that yes, if I am carrying the mobile, I could able to complete the transaction. The reason is like that. Suppose if I am having a one carrier phone and the merchant has in another carrier connectivity, in that merchant locations, if not able to do the transaction, sometimes the signals go, signals not come, then the customer need to carry the backup systems. So that's why now what is happening in at least major the establishment or the major cities. What is happening, if the merchant establishment has the both the say mobile based payments as well as the card based, the wired payment systems, okay, and the somebody is not able to do mobile based, okay, they can switch over to the card based and swipe it, and you can able to tape it, and you can able to make the payments. So that is the one communication system still need to improve to have the 100% for the customer perspective. And the acceptance infrastructure, since the smartphones are penetrated in the way of uh, the uh, the acceptance as well as the payment instrument. So now I think that barrier has been completely coming out. Even if you see any remote places, the people able to accept through the mobile, even not only sitting at the home, they are doing the transaction, sending somebody to buy it, and they are calling, and on the phone they send the remotely the link, they make the payments. And this kind of things still it is available penetrating, and the acceptance of the communication link, if it comes, the other things and all it easily will able to manageable. That is one. About the policies are growing lot of new things, and the if we see our systems, how it is the enabled a lot of things, otherwise how we will able to grow this kind of things, both at the government, at the regulatory levels. There are a lot of enabling classes has been introduced in, and the very what we say the things so conscious manner, and also it is the done very free kind of hands to do a lot of work into the introducing the digital payments or acceptance. In fact, it is the lot of push are there to even adopt the lot of digital payments. See, we are like an extended arm of the RBI only, so we have a good understanding of the every things required at both central bank as well as the ecosystems. We work very closely, and I think we will able to make a lot of things in road ahead also together. One is the messaging systems, and the messaging systems is the if traditionally the payments areas, the messaging is the one of the key driving factors. Message queues is the traditionally used in the payment system areas, and a lot of improvements come in the latest technology areas. And the we use the I don't want to mention any specific product, so but the a lot of things are happening from the database based the transaction to the message based transaction. That is the allowing to do a lot of flexibilities and also growth on the transaction basis. Some of the areas which the payment systems are work, and also cloud also we are the using the lot of the payment system. People also just use our cloud also for doing the NEFT and RTGS transaction through the SFMS cloud-based solutions. In pandemic situation, many things has been closed or locked down. But did you see any time payments is stopped or any transaction is stopped? Never happened. It's a non-stop. So I think it is the country has been done the tremendous things to ensure the things the payments is available from the clock in all the place. And a lot of initiatives also has happened during the pandemic. The systems to do their transaction NEFT and the RTGS, and also there is the lot of settlements also. Financial institution is connected to the our network to ensure the things they are also able to do their settlements through the our systems, and that way we have ensured the things availability 100% availability of our payment networks, and the our payment messaging systems, SFMS and MIS and other related things for the banks to enable the NEFT and RTGS and other the financial transactions on various options being worked out, and also happening for the inclusive growth and digital inclusive as well as the financial inclusive. The complex environment of Indian the geography whether it is the northeastern states or it is the south the states or the west states, everywhere the penetrations of the communications and penetrations of the financial product now has been reached the everywhere now. How you aware things, how the deliveries of the postal network is in our country. So every nook and corners. So now the payment has been made available and address the need for people, even including even those people who do not able to even use a PIN number or anything, and they can able to use the biometrics as their own PIN number or the validate or authenticate their transaction, and they could able to part of the system. Prime Minister's scheme for the including the rupee cards is one of the biggest drive which has added the a lot of people into the financial inclusions, a part of the financial inclusions.
For more updates from CXO TV, please like and subscribe to our channel.